What's going on? It's your boy, Louis Fa Sho. You know how we do. Welcome to Bring Shreds, where I'm here to get you fit, 1 meal at a time. But before we get started on today's topic, this is the fitness channel, so I gotta show you what I eat. Because after all, it is summertime. Alright, here we go, guys. So first right here, we got steak, of course, from them gains. Over here, we have some gold kiwi. Next right here, I haven't tried this one yet, but it's dried apricots. And you guys know me, I've been really into dry foods lately. Huge fan of like sour candy, Sour Patch Kids, sour straws, sour whatever. Unfortunately, it breaks me out, so I switched over to dry fruit. Next right here, something else I love, pineapples. And last but not least, I have some hash browns, and on top of it is some pepper and some sugar-free ketchup. Oh, yo. So this is what it looks like. Half the calories, same, great taste. If you want to find this sauce or my other secret hacks, go to BRINGTHESHREDS.com/recommendations. Oh, and to wash all this down with, I have some Mason Pierre sparkling water. My boy Fabian commented on the last video saying there's a difference between sparkling water and mineral water. So Fabian, big shout out to you, but I'll be honest, I didn't look it up yet. All right, first let's start off with the steak. So guys, if you guys know me, if you guys watch my previous videos, I like to cook it 4 minutes on each side. And for that, it comes medium rare. Let's see how I did today. Oh, this one has a little bit of fat. All right, cameraman, zoom in, zoom in. What do you guys think? Medium rare? I think so. Come on. Oh yeah. So in today's video, I want to talk about why I can't do a 9 to 5. And obviously, if you click on this video, you're probably thinking the same thing, right? Or else why would you click on it? So the reason why I can't do a 9 to 5 is many reasons. And we'll go over the pros and cons, all right? These hash browns are bomb. Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm a huge fan of eating single ingredient foods. However, these hash browns are from Simply Potatoes. I'll put an image right here. So it is just potatoes, hash browns, but they added some other stuff in it to keep it fresh. So if you are worried about that, don't buy it. If you don't care, I like it. So back to the topic. I've been working a 9 to 5 ever since I graduated from college, and even before then. But my first job out of college, I was an assistant manager at a retail company. And I remember, because it's retail, right? I had to work nights, I had to work weekends, holidays I had to work, right? For them last holiday shoppers, you know what I'm saying? New Year's Eve, or not New Year's Eve. Yeah, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, I had to work. And I remember one time I got sick, right? And I remember I had like the worst fever. And I called my manager at the time, right? I said, yo, I feel like crap. Is there any chance I could just stay home today? And if you guys ever work retail, you guys understand that like, usually you have to be there in person. It's hard to find somebody to cover for you last minute. So let's say there's 3 assistant managers. If one worked in the morning, there's only one left to cover for you. And if they're not available, you're kind of SOL, you know what I mean? Let's try this kiwi. So like, I remember my manager guilt tripping me into coming in. Well, when I was sick, I still came in. And to me, it's just like, man, this ain't right, you know? Like, I really don't feel good. Why should I have to come in? But yeah, I remember just being so like frustrated, angry, not angry, yeah, maybe angry, that like I had to work nights, I had to work weekends, I had to work holidays. If I'm sick, I still had to come in because no one would cover for me. And that's just retail, right? I know some of you guys out there work retail, so you guys understand how I feel. Let me try some of these apricots, aka nature's candy. Come on. Yo, these taste like fruit roll-ups. Oh, be careful, guys. When you look in the back of the package, make sure the ingredients is just dried apricots. Some of them add some other stuff to it, and if you are cautious about what you put inside your body, not just the calories like I used to be, make sure it's single ingredients. So that was retail, right? When I switched over to corporate, it was like a normal 9 to 5, weekends off. So I was like, okay, cool, bet. No more nights, no more weekends. I get holidays off. It was all good, right? But then I remember my first corporate job, it was hourly. We had paid vacation time off, and then we had sick days. And we had like certain amount of sick days, right? So what happens if you use them all up? Also, what happens if you don't use them, right? Like within a year, if you don't use them, you lose them. You ever heard of that? So that's one thing I was thinking, like, okay, so if we get these free sick days, do I have to fake a sickness just to have it off, right? That didn't make no sense to me. So after that, I got my other corporate job out in San Francisco. Higher pay. However, driving out to San Francisco from where I live, it was kind of a pain. So I had to take the subway system. We call it BART out here. And at first I was fine with it, right? Because like I was getting paid almost double, not double, but like half extra. So let's just say I was making a lot more than I was making in my last job. So like, you know what? Money is money. I'll drive to BART. And then when I got off BART, our building wasn't just there. So I had to walk to our building, one of our buildings. And then from there, I had to take a shuttle from that building to my office. So guys, check this out. From door to door, from me leaving this house and then reaching my office, it took an hour and a half each way. I know, crazy. But like I said, the first year I was happy with it. I was making more money, met a lot of friends in San Francisco. We went to the bars, happy hour, all that good stuff. But then after that, after a while, after year 2, on to year 3, I'll be honest guys, I was just over it. I just wanted to go home. And I remember just sitting there on BART on the way home, just staring at everybody and thinking like, damn, why are we wasting our time? We waste 3 hours of our day for 5 days a week. While we could be more productive, we could be doing something else with our time, you know what I'm saying? Like going to the gym or working on our hobbies, you know, things like that. It wasn't me, but I remember our higher ups, they had like a family kids. They would come in, do their work, and then around like 3 or 4, they would have to leave to pick up their kids or whatever, right? And obviously they didn't live nearby. San Francisco is very expensive, so they lived outside of San Francisco. They had to go pick up their kids, and then what, right? That's it? They pick up their kids and go home and chill, right? No, they had to take their laptop home and then log on in like, not the middle of the night, but like 6, 7 o'clock, where people are having dinner with their families. They're working because they had to leave early to pick up their kids, and that time for them to leave to pick up their kids, they needed back. So they had to log back on, you know what I'm saying? And that was the reason why I had no intentions of moving up in the corporate office, right? Because I'm like, I don't want to do that. I just want to do my work till like 4 o'clock and then, yo, I'm out, son. So after doing that job for 3 years, I'll be honest, I don't know if they're watching this, but I don't care. I got new team members, a new manager. I did not like them. So doing this job for 3 years, tired of the commute, working with people I did not like, I was like, yo, I'm out, man. So I left that job, started to figure out what I wanted to do, did some kind of other jobs, worked as a personal trainer because you guys know me, I like fitness. So I became a trainer, found out I really didn't like doing that. Fitness is my passion, but when I was at the gym for like 10 to 12 hours, I was like, yo, I'm sick of this place. So then I found another job working at a startup, and that was pretty cool, right? So I left the gym, went back to another 9 to 5 job. That was cool for a while. After a little bit, the startup was still pretty brand new, so they didn't really have much for me to market at the time. So they ended up letting me go. And I was kind of like, man, that sucks, right? Like, I did nothing wrong. It's not my fault you guys have nothing for me to do, you know what I'm saying? So they let me go. So what do? Obviously, you start interviewing again, right? And if you guys are familiar with the interview process, interviewing is like another 9 to 5. You gotta memorize the questions. Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? That is the stupidest question. Obviously, I'm gonna lie to you. I see myself here in a management position. You know, it's just all, I don't know, fake. So I was doing that, interviewing, doing company research. You guys know how it is. Landed another job, which was my first 6-figure paying job. Let me just tell you guys, I was so excited. Like, wow, like I finally made it. I finally did it, guys. Unfortunately, a couple months in, they figured out that I was underqualified and there was no like trial period, is that how you say it? Like a 3-month trial, 6 months, whatever. So they let me go on the spot. And guys, let me just say, I was so broken. I was so pissed and angry. You tell all your friends, your family members, my parents were so proud of me, and it just got taken away just like that. And I was just like, all right, man, that's it. I've had it. You know what I'm saying? So I was so mad. I remember driving home that day. Well, not driving home. I was working from home. I remember just going online, Googling, how do you become a millionaire? That's how mad I was, guys. And guess what I found out? People that become rich, they don't work 9 to 5s. If they do, they're like corporate CEOs, right? They're like, they run the company. Yeah, they make like $500,000 a year, plus stocks and bonuses, right? If they hit a quota, they could double it, whatever, right? Us little guys, yeah, maybe if the company does well, we'll get a 10,000 extra bonus, and then tax, which is like half of it, so that's only 5,000. You know what I'm saying? So I started going down this rabbit hole of like, okay, how do rich people get rich? Remember my corporate job in San Francisco? So I remember it was a tall building right by the water. And I remember warming up my food in the little, it's not a cafeteria because we have a cafe downstairs, but like a little break room, right? And I remember looking outside and I see like people walking their dogs, some people jogging at like noon. And I was like, do these people not work? Maybe all these people work night shifts, you know what I'm saying? But then it dawned on me as I was doing my research, how to be a millionaire, that these people are making money different ways, right? They're not stuck at a 9 to 5. They're probably making money through other things. And that's what like, I was going down this rabbit hole of just like, yo, like what the heck is going on? So I don't know if you see like a lot of these kids, they're doing Amazon FBA, right? They're selling on Amazon. Some of them are doing, what the heck is it called? Oh, drop shipping. There you go. So some of them are doing that. Some are doing like freelance work, which is what I'm doing right now. But then they also have different streams of revenue, right? Either stocks, real estate, starting their own business, their YouTube channel, right? Like, and I was just like, yo, like, this is what I gotta do because I can't stand a 9 to 5 no more. Not only when you're interviewing, you're begging somebody to be their slave. People are telling you like what to do and things like that. And on top of that, guys, think about it. You're making that person, that business rich with your labor. Does that make sense? Let's say I pay you, Mikey, $10, but then in return, you're making me $100. Just an example, right? So yeah, so I started doing that research and I was like, man, I think I know what I have to do. So you might be wondering, so Louis, what are you doing right now? Well, I started doing this YouTube channel, right? Of course, I'm not getting paid yet, but I know consistency is key, just like working out, right? Dieting every day. You don't lose weight overnight. Your channel, your success is not gonna blow up overnight. Just how people talk about like overnight success, I don't believe that's real. But anyways, what do you guys think? Let me know down below. Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys disagree? Now, before you go on and quit your job because this Asian guy on YouTube told you to do so, let's talk about the cons. The pros of a 9 to 5 is you have a consistent money coming in your bank account, right? Every week or bi-weekly, how much you're gonna get in your bank. When you're an entrepreneur, a freelancer, business owner, every month, every year, every whatever, right, is different. So maybe some months you do great, some months you may see nothing. You guys know what I mean? So it's not all fine and dandy, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, there are pros and cons. Another big pro, I live in America. I think a lot of you guys do too that watch me. Some of you guys are in Canada, UK. Big shout out to you guys. In America, we don't get free medical. No free medical benefits. So that's a good thing about having a 9 to 5 W-2 tax form thing is the benefits. My buddy, I don't want to say his name, but he makes really good money doing his side hustles. Like, you know, he does a lot of like selling sports cards, all that good stuff. But he still has a normal 9 to 5 because the benefits that come with it, and he works for the government. So I think like after 10 years, you're like locked in some program thing, or like you get benefits for life, something like that. So again, not everything is as dandy as it seems. Also, if you want to go this route and quit your 9 to 5, just know you're not going to be working a couple hours a week and then like chilling playing Xbox 360. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be grinding every day. Sometimes nights, you got to put in extra hours, weekends, you know what I'm saying? Again, there are pros and cons. So just think about that. All right, guys? So it really depends on your risk tolerance. Can you do both? I think so. If you're really good with your time. Time management skills, baby. Now, is it harder? Some of my friends right there watching have a family, have kids, priorities, right? Yeah, it's gonna be a lot hard for them. But if you're a single guy like me, you decide to swallow your pride, move back home. In today's society, it's called a loser, right? But hey, guess what? I don't care. Because in 5 years, all this hard work, you can call me whatever you want right now. I'm gonna be consistent as possible. And over the span of time, I'm gonna not be a loser. So yeah, guys, again, just think about it. I know a lot of you guys are kind of wondering what you guys should do. Again, it's not all fun and games. Sometimes we see the successful people at their peak. We don't see the past 5 to 10 years before that, before they hit the peak, you know, what they were doing, you know what I'm saying? What's the saying called? Seeing it with color rose glasses on? What is it called when you see a successful person, but you don't see like the grind? Rose colored glasses? No, I don't know. Try apricots, really good. Oh yeah, let me get some of this Mason's Pierre before it gets warm. Oh, another thing before I close out. Where I live right now, the Bay Area, yo, prices for house are expensive. I don't think I live in like the nicest area in the Bay Area, but even some of the houses out here are like $1 million. Like bro, $1 million is like a mansion in like Montana. What is there to do in Montana? I don't know. So you think working a 9 to 5 is gonna get you a mansion out here? Or not mansion. If you think working a 9 to 5 is gonna get you a house out here, forget about it. Okay, what if I have a wife that works as well? Some of my friends watching right now understand they've been trying to look for a house, and even they're struggling right now. Maybe when the economy gets better, but hey, who knows, right? Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. Again, I gave you my reasons why I don't wanna work a 9 to 5. Give me your reasons as well. And what are you planning on doing? Again, don't quit your 9 to 5 until you have a plan, all right? Peace.